photo of yourself and share it to Snapchat. Okay, you don't want to do that. Cool.
Getting high till the sun goes down. Take my head and I leave the ground. I know I said that I need this now. I need you, man. Wrap it up with the best of me. Neon lights come and set me free. Close my eyes and I know I'll be. This New York City.
Hi. I'm having breakfast. I'm totally gonna have some toast. Hi. I'm making tea for breakfast. I'll probably have a smoothie too. But right now I'm gonna make toast. Very healthy Italian breakfast. Hey. I'm totally gonna make some tea. Morning. I'm making tea and Nutella toast for breakfast. I'll have a smoothie, and that'll be good. I also gotta start packing my stuff because I'm leaving tomorrow. I gotta pack up the suitcase today. I'll head out, probably have coffee at some point. Maybe I'll go to the beach again. Because my hockey game, my soccer game isn't until 5 or 6 p.m. or whatever the heck time. It's late. Hey, Rick Timbo. I like your name. One of my best friends' name is Timbo. Water. Hello. Good morning. Or whatever time it is for whoever's watching. Hello. Sun's on. Doesn't look that warm out today. I might go to the beach again this afternoon because my soccer game is until late, so I have time. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. At 1 p.m. will be beach time. Woo! Going to the beach again. It's awesome. Waiting for my tea. Some boil. What's up? Anybody doing anything? I'm bored. Just woke up a little early again today. Matt, hey, how's it going? You missed my pasta last night. It was really good, though. I finally figured out how to connect this fucking thing to my YouTube account, so I can save my broadcasts on my YouTube. You didn't miss much, though, Matt. The pasta didn't turn out as awesome as I had hoped. But my roommate came home and ate the rest, and he loved it. Hey, Jens. How'd your night go, by the way? Yeah, how did drunk night with Chicky go? Did she get all drunk and crazy on you, like you were sort of expecting? I'm just making a classic Italian breakfast. Of course. Big surprise there. Lost the game. She didn't drink that much. She cried for like 10 minutes at the game. Why? She sounds kind of like an emotional wreck there. It's gonna be fun for you. So this is my breakfast. Oh, fuck yeah. Pure sugar. Sugar and carbs. Mm-hmm. Oh. Usually this is more like a dessert thing. Okay. So, what was the outcome, Matt? Did she got all emotional on you. She didn't get that drunk, though. So that's good. Did you guys talk it out, or how you hurt her so bad with a mistaken text and a pet name? Yeah, I guess maybe you're her first love. It does hurt. It hurts the first time. It gets easier. Did you know what I did once? Covered my body with this stuff and made someone lick it off. She left? Did she tell you she was going to leave? Kind of messed up. Why did she leave? Okay. Kenyan style tea. I love it. Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking A. This is going to be good. Let's do this for a couple rounds. Oh, wow. I don't know what to say, man. That sounds like a little bit overwhelming. Like, sounds a little bit intense to me for, like, the fact that you didn't actually do anything. She just saw a message and she just took the worst possible scenario out of it. But you didn't actually do anything, and you didn't do anything wrong, so I don't think it's a really fair or, like, even logical to be reacting. Oh, like, it's overreacting. I agree with you. Now I agree with you. At first, it's like, okay, you send a text to a girl, you use a pet name like, hey babe, that's cool. It sounded like you were setting up a date with another girl. I understand why she lost her shit in the first place. But she doesn't sound like she's willing to compromise with you at all, and she's dragging it out. So I agree with you. I think she's taking it a little overboard. You know, you're willing to compromise. You can give her your phone to look at and whatever else. So what she should do is give you an opportunity to make it up to her. But she's just being reactive. She's not like, you know, she's not giving and taking, and it's not giving you a chance to basically make it up to her. So that's not really fair. Oh, Matt, check it out. This is my appetizer from last night. I made a little miniature caprese. I'll have that for lunch, maybe. Yeah, it's too late now. It's really late, isn't it? Like, ridiculously late for you? Yeah, don't risk your shit for her moodiness. Yeah, this is my favorite part of the meal, actually, was my miniature caprese. That's fresh basil. The tomatoes are amazing. I'm gonna probably do pasta primavera tonight. I'm gonna have an early dinner tonight before I go to. Oh, okay. But why can't you now? Like, oh, what time was your game over? When was that? Oh my god, look at this. I know this is irrelevant, but look at my tea. This is one thing I loved about Kenya. Like, Kenya was an interesting place, but the tea is so good. It's like dark and strong and creamy, like they always do with milk. Oh fuck! So she did you for 3 hours, and now she wants to hang out. Fuck that. Kingston, buddy, you liked my tea, hey? Here, I'll let you admire my tea in my engraved Canada cup. This actually has my name on it. See? It was a gift. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, tonight's her loss, but it sucks for you too. I'm sorry that you're dealing with female hormones, buddy. That sucks. I agree with you. She's taking it too far. I mean, she did have every right to be upset about it. But she's got to communicate with you and let you, like, explain to yourself to her and everything. Oh, 3 days? Oh, shit. Okay, here's a question. What are you doing on Wednesday? Wait, what day is Wednesday? Isn't today Wednesday? Or is that tomorrow for you? Because you said you texted that girl about Wednesday, so why don't you just meet up with her on Wednesday? Okay. So why don't you meet up with her tomorrow, aka after you sleep Wednesday, and then you can just say, look, I'm not meeting anybody, blah, 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 because just the way that the text sounded is maybe she thought you were going to meet with somebody else. But since Wednesday is tomorrow, if you don't have other plans, you know, or if you're able to, meet up with her, and then she won't have anything to look crazy about. Just keep this in mind. This is her behavior over something small. Imagine how she'll be with something big. Totally sounds like me when I was like 20. I was really, really possessive my first relationship. I was 18, 19, and 20 in my first relationship, and I was like over the top. Holy shit. So you're fucked then, hey buddy? Try to explain your way out of that one. Okay, so shit. Are you going back to Oregon? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm gonna say, I think the only suggestion I would have is just communicate with her as much as possible. So, because like, I don't know, if you open the stream of communication, it can take away the paranoia. But I honestly don't know what to tell you. It sounds like she's a bit of a head case. And you might just have to deal with her being emotional and possessive like that. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. She's sabotaging things herself. She's kind of like I don't know. Maybe she's just shutting down completely, but she's obviously hurt by the situation. She obviously really likes you. But the fact that she's pushing you away is an instinctive form of self-defense. I think everyone does it emotionally when they really like someone and they're scared about something. Instinctively, you push somebody away. So she's probably just doing it without even realizing it. But make it clear to her that you want to communicate with her and you want to make her feel better and you want her to trust you, but she's not allowing you to do that. And make her know, like, you're doing your best. You're putting it out there, and she's gonna push you away. Then that's her decision, not yours. Women are so complicated. Did you like live in Oregon? Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's just moody. Oh, that tea is so good. Fucking A. It's not as nice out this morning as it was before. It's getting cooler. Is she struggling with anything else? Is there something else? Like, she might be just manifesting this insanity from something else. Oh, hey, Matt. That's all over the place. Maybe she's just manifesting this from something else. Like, maybe she's dealing with something, another thing in her life, or maybe she's dealt with something in the past and it's just reminding her. It might not necessarily even be your fault. I don't know. I should be a relationship counselor. Funny, I've been single for like years, but I'm so good at mediating people with their relationship. Oh, that's a whole nother ballgame. Hey, buddy, all I'm going to say, my best friend has anxiety, like really strong anxiety. Well, if that's the case, there's nothing you can do. Oh, thanks, Justin. If she has anxiety, that's something that you just have to accept and understand that her fear, like this is the thing with anxiety, is completely out of your control. If you're struggling and you have a panic attack or an anxious moment or your anxiety's acting up, you're basically reacting to everything and you have absolutely no control about it. It's just a chemical reaction in your body that makes you think the most irrational fears. And it's so powerfully strong, but you can't do anything about it. That's why people with anxiety usually take anti-anxiety medication because they can't calm themselves down. It's just a chemical reaction in the body that they have no control over. Yeah, you can't. Matt, honestly, that's true. My best friend has been with the same guy for like a million years, and they just got married last year. And I've seen him deal with her and her lashing out. Like when she goes through she went from anxiety and depression to anxiety and like lashing out because she was in an abusive relationship for a little bit. And the guy like changed it so that instead of being like more submissive, she would like act out and be nasty. So when she goes through anxiety, she gets really stressed out and she starts making accusations and getting nasty. Just trying to like pushing the feelings outward. And like, for example, she'll be really upset and worried about a situation. I'll just be texting her like, oh yeah, I went to the store today and I bought blah, blah, blah. She might be upset about money or worrying about something, her bills being paid, her anxiety's acting out. She'll just say like, oh, you can fucking talk about money? Well, I can't fucking pay my bills and la, 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 la. And then she'll just get nasty and like make me feel guilty for talking about going to the store kind of thing. And then I just have to sit back at that point and just let her have her space. Because that's kind of how anxiety is honestly, like, on the outside, anybody outside can't do anything about it. They can't, like, make you feel better. So I've learned from my personal experience that when my girlfriend's, or my best friend, I should say, is having anxiety, like, really badly, she'll go through, like, months-long bouts of anxiety. I just have to give her space. So I try not to take anything personally, because I know that it's not something, she's not like specifically insulting me or saying hurtful things to me. It's just, she's suffering from the anxiety and she just is like lashing out, and that's the way it's presenting itself. So I give her space. I try not to harass her. I kind of got to tiptoe a little bit, but yeah, well, she probably still had the same behaviors. She just didn't know what was causing them. She probably blamed PMS all the time. It can happen. I'm gonna make a smoothie, I think. I'm not gonna use what I used yesterday. My smoothie yesterday was gross. I want to eat so much food right now. I'm so hungry. Look at my hair. It's crazy. I look like Einstein. Yes, I agree with you. Matt, welcome to the real world. Women are complicated. Women are very complicated. How did I bring my blender? to go through. Food box. You're going to learn as time goes on that, yes, you're in fact correct. Women are very complicated. Yes, anxiety and depression do not help. And nope, there is nothing you can do about it. You just have to learn to fucking deal with it. Sorry to say. Oh, that's where all my kitchen stuff is. One thing you can do that'll make life easier for you is start reading books. Oh, look at all the Thai Airways cutlery that I stole. Oh, I've got Qantas in here too. Look at that. I like stealing cutlery from airplanes. It's a bad habit of mine. What, Qantas? No, that must not be Qantas. It's something else. Maybe South African Airways, maybe? I don't know. So all these I stole from airplanes. Cool, hey? I'm a little klepto. Condiments, things. I don't like keeping stuff in the kitchen because the kitchen smells like oregano and it makes everything in it smell like oregano. It's gross. Yeah, I did like the picture that you sent in your suit. The problem is, and I'm going to tell you the problem. The problem is that you were really good looking. And I don't want to look at you looking so good. So don't tease me like that. Ooh. Nice. Yes, you're a very attractive young man. No, I mean that in the nicest way. Like, it's not that I don't want to look at you because you are pretty to look at. It's just that. Wait till I have a boyfriend. Something for the spank bank. Okay. Take these two things. Looks like I'm actually running out of my shirts. Buy some more. So yes, Matt, you look very good in your suit. You look very handsome. Very charming. You have really nice lipstick, by the way. Okay. I'm gonna make this. Got my Shakeology. This is the stuff that I consume is Shakeology. And it has so much good stuff in it. There's no chemically or man-made additives in this. I'll read you some of the ingredients. So it's got probiotic and prebiotic enzyme and fiber blend. Let's see. This is a vegan, so it doesn't use whey protein or anything. This is a vegan one. They have non-vegan ones. I just like all the flavors to try. Thank you. So it's got yacon root, konjac, pea fiber, and there's an enzyme blend with protease, amylase, bromelain, cellulase, lipase, all these things that plant fibers that I can't pronounce. There's a natural probiotic. So it's lactobacillus, whatever, the scientific name for probiotic, that bacteria. There's the Antigen herb blend, which is maca root, astragalus root, whatever, astragalus, yeah, that's what it says. Ashwagandha root, which is, I think that one I had in Africa. And that's supposed to be like, that's their amazing cure-all. Maitake mushroom, reishi mushroom, tulsi, which is holy basil, and then the leaf, some kind of fruit that I can't pronounce, ginkgo, strawberry, apple pectin, banana, pineapple, papaya, spirulina, chlorella, moringa, barley grass juice, hammock grass juice, oat grass juice, wheat grass juice. Oh shit, there's a whole bunch more. Brown rice protein, pea protein, chia, flax, amaranth, quinoa, and Sachi Inchi is the vegan protein blend they use. And antioxidant superfruit blend is coconut flower nectar, beet juice powder, pomegranate, some acerola cherry, goji berry, camu camu, cinnamon powder, blueberry, Himalayan salt, luo hanguo. I'm trying one. A lot of stuff in this that's really good for you. Needless to say. This tea is so good. So I'm going to use a different blender because one of these is crap. Yeah, it has 137 different superfoods. So normally, it took me forever to warm up to this stuff. Normally, I'm like really anti pre-made foods. So when I was initially doing like boot camps and like working out and going to see a personal trainer and things like that, I would like read the vitamins and stuff in like the content of stuff, and I would make my own smoothies with my own vitamin blends. But then I learned that the vitamins I was using were all pretty much man-made fucking vitamins anyways. And then I watched like some documentary, whatever, little videos about this particular shake. And they go around the world and they find all of the most like superfoods from different countries where like quinoa is like a superfood and goji berry is a superfood from India and quinoa is from South America. And then there's camu camu, which is a superfood, maca root, which is another superfood from another country. The ashwagandha root is a superfood from Africa, and noni is a superfood from Hawaii. Like every country has its own superfoods. So this particular shake blend, this guy, it has superfood, 137 superfoods in it. Hi, David. Hello. Yeah. 137 superfoods, and it's completely impossible to replicate. And it's almost all organic stuff because they support like local farms and stuff, blah, 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 all that jazz. Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. 137 superfoods. It really helps regulate digestion, regulate blood sugars. It cleans out your colon and your intestines and stuff, like gets your body absorbing nutrients properly again. And if I actually start drinking this every day and stop eating crap, I'll lose a pound a day, like, no problem. I need to lose 20 pounds, so I might do that when I go back to home. So Matt, I'm kind of sad. You're not going to be in Calgary when I go there. We can't hang out and you can't watch me get wasted because I'm an alcoholic and you're not. Fuck. You didn't ever send me a picture of the dog, no. How are you, Sweat? David, I am good. I'm having some caffeine and waking up. Putting things away, taking my blender out. I can't wait to have my own place so I can like have a big, I want a big kitchen. When I get my own place, I'm going to need to put together a big kitchen because this tiny kitchen is like so suffocating. Look, this is the size of the entire kitchen. Like, this is the counter, this is the little bar, and this is the wall. This is the whole kitchen. It is so small. When you're going to Calgary? Dave J, 169. Thank you for the fandom shit. So, I'm going to be in Calgary on the 29th, actually, like Sunday. So you're not going to be there when I'm there. God, this kitchen's tiny. And that's one end of the kitchen, and here's the other end of the kitchen. This is the tiniest kitchen on the planet. Huge apartment, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It has 1, 2, 3 terraces. It's got a rooftop terrace because it's like a penthouse corner. It has a loft with an ensuite bathroom upstairs. I'm in the master bedroom, and my bathroom has a jacuzzi and a tub in it. And there's like the dining room, living room, and a little terrace here. And the kitchen is fucking tiny. It's still the tiniest kitchen. Like, why do you need such a big apartment and such a tiny kitchen? Like, my buddy lives here technically by himself. And he has no intention of, like, getting married or having kids or whatever. Okay, see you later, Matt. Yeah, this tiny little, there's huge apartment and a tiny little kitchen. It seems like we're done. The right one? Yes. No, no, makes sense. Anybody paying attention? Anybody? My hair is so fluffy. Gotta get it fixed. My hair is getting long again. Oh, I love it. I missed my hair. I shaved my head and it's just growing back slowly but surely. I don't really want to cut it, but I do look good with a pixie cut. I am single, and you know what? Married or single aren't the only two choices. I could technically be dating and not married, or I could be single. But married and single aren't the only two options. Just so you know. I am not married. Yes, I'm single. $2.50, perfect. And I'm gonna make a smoothie. I'm gonna turn my music up because making the ultimate berry smoothie. I told you I'm single. This will tide me over for the rest of the day. I'm going to mute this for a second because I'm going to put on my blender. Am I mute? Yes. I'm going to mute this because I have to put my blender. So, buona mattina, come fai? Oh, cool. Mangio colazione, il peperone. Oh! So tiny and cute. Fidanzate. Io sono svegliata stamattina alle 6, quasi le 6, 6. Yeah, small homes are kind of crazy. Sorry, I was temporarily distracted. Oh, that's so cute. You're so sweet. These are my awesome Nutella cups. So sometimes I love to try to buy Nutella cups when they have cool things printed on them. Like this one has the Italian flag, kind of red, green, and white. This one was for the Milan Expo in 2015, and it has all the different buildings in Milan. Oh, Matt has a dog. Yes, Matt is a dog. You didn't know that, David? Check this out. This is a Nutella as well with superhero on it. And I had another one I thought, but I don't see it. Yeah, Matt, you're Matt. I didn't know you were a dog. You're a pretty smart dog. I didn't know the dogs could type. It's awesome. All right, let's see how this tastes. Should be better than yesterday's. Yesterday's smoothie sucked. Oh, it's so strawberry smelling. It's the strawberry vegan one. It's really intense. It's like pure berries. Whoa. There's so many berries in there. Wow, for a $200 blender, this one sucks. It doesn't blend worth shit. I have a really expensive blender and juicer. I paid like $200 for this fucking blender. November? Not likely. So I'm going to Vancouver. to Vancouver on the 1st because I have an appointment at the Italian consulate on the 1st. On November 5th, I have an appointment with Nexus. And then on the 6th, an actor friend of mine is coming back from Australia, and he's free from the 6th, from the 7th till the 17th, basically. So I'm probably going to stay in Vancouver. But I texted him and I asked, like, what his schedule's going to be. Because I don't know if he wants to hang out, like, just for a day, or what his plans are for those 10 days, so I might stay in Vancouver. If not, I have to go to interior BC to my mother's to get stuff and whatnot. And then my birthday's coming up after that. Do you ever watch TV, Matt? Eat my butter. Oh, the crew! Oh, crew. I'm gonna fan you for being my fan. And yes, eat my butter. I will fan you back. But I will not eat your butter. How old are you, David? I'm gonna find something. You're welcome. Thank you. Oops. I'm looking up one site, sorry. David, never ask a woman her age. Okay. If I get to Calgary, I'll let you know. Fran working. Nice. Hello, Jeff. Oh, it's so berry flavoring. Oh, I'm gonna be really full from this. This is a lot. There's like a banana, a handful of blueberries, a handful of frozen berries. December, I'm supposed to go to France. We'll see in my financial situation. You go all night long. You ain't watching no one else, girl, in your zone. I feel the every night. Okay, eat my butter, thanks, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. That's not how you compliment somebody. 'Cause I love the way you are, but you won't let down your guard. Well, what? And I need you to just open up for tonight. I'll give you my love, 'cause I need you now. I'll give you my all before these candles burning now. I wanna love you. I'm singing aloud. Baby, I'm floating, there's no way I'm coming down. I'm gonna put this smoothie in the fridge because I don't know how I can feel like we escaped through paradise. I'll give you my love, 'cause I need you now. I'll give you my all before these candles burning down. Living in a dream while we chase the light. It's a fantasy waiting here come to life. Let me take it. Oh, eat my butter, you're so cute. Come on, Matt, you should know me. I'm a feisty one. 'Cause I love the way you are, but you won't let down your guard. And I need you to just point of view. For me, like just functioning in society without being a dick, a really good way to guess on something nice to say is, would you say it to a relative of yours, like your sister or your mother? And if no is the answer, then probably you shouldn't say it to someone you don't know. That's just a guess, but usually it works. Oh, I'm really full from that. I wanted to.
Maybe it was I before I met you. Honestly, I'm too scared to look back. Like a wildfire inside, got turned loose. You're the only one who made me feel that. Now the sun is setting, let it take you, baby. Take every drop of you and drink you in. Now you put the
I love this
magic
tea.
in my.
How was my day yesterday? All right, I'm gonna say this. Eat my butter. All right. Oops. What did I just touch? All right. So eat my butter. I recognize that you would normally go around not being allowing yourself to be turned on by kin, and Timbo, Rick Timbo. Also, yes, you would never ask your mother or your sister out on a date. However, if you want to ask somebody out on a date, do you really want to be rude for that person? Like, hey, nice genitalia. You look good to reproduce with. That's not a pickup line. That's not flattering to a girl. If you legitimately think that any woman wants somebody to walk up to them and say, hey, nice rat. Like, let's go out and so I can plow you later. I'm going to rephrase the question. Let's pretend you and your sister or your mother are walking down the street and a guy walks up to them and says something to them. If you would feel uncomfortable listening to somebody saying it to your mother or sister, again, still probably not going to be the most appropriate thing. Oh, but I was referring to the two comments together, so. Yes, exactly. Matt gets it. So, like, no rubbers, only raw. Wow, that's a fucking name, hey? I bet you've gotten gonorrhea once or twice. You know that shit's not curable now, right? If somebody went up to your mother and said, you look so beautiful in that blouse, would you really be uncomfortable? Like, come on now. It's a lifestyle. Spreading incurable diseases. Cool. Oh, that's terrible. I'm going to laugh because it's so terrible, but it's awkwardly funny. But yeah, cool. If you were in company of a guy on this broadcast I won't be mentioning, my pullout game is impeccable. Don't you get it, dude? Raw guy. Like, you can't pull out and not catch an STD. That's not how it works. If you put your flesh in there and it's dirty, or you're dirty, that shit's gonna intermingle with or without your pullout game. Pregnancy is not the reason you wear condoms. It's one of the reasons, but it's a risk you're willing to take. You are so dumb. That's so gross. Oh, dude, I'm not joking. Gonorrhea is no longer curable. It's the world's next plague. People like you are the reason that I don't have sex with anyone ever. Couldn't beat yourself out of a paper bag. Okay, Butter, be nice to Matt. He's my favorite fan. Just crazy. Yeah, I like to take different kinds of risks, like traveling the world by myself. Robert, eat my butter. You should stop saying that because you're going to piss off the 3 people that are actually paying attention. Hey, Matt, I have a question for you. Did you, when you first heard that, think about getting beat up or beating off? Because for me, my first instinct was you couldn't beat yourself out of a paper bag. Instinctively went to thinking about beating off, and that it was something to do with that kind of thing, especially between men. I don't know if that was weird of me to go that direction, like, you know, into the gutter and everything, but... Hey, Maple. Hi. Lemon chai latte. Lemon chai latte. That's an interesting flavor. Ha! Matt. Cool. We're on the same disgusting page. I'm fanning you lemon chai latte just because you know I'm Canadian and you said hey Maple because that was cool. No rubbers. Only raw. No, I don't have a ring on my finger. I'm single. And it's depressing because I like to have sex and I'd like to meet people and I'd like to, you know, enjoy my life. But what's my favorite fruit? Is it lemon? If I say lemon, is that the right answer? Like, is that the one that will make you smile? Yes, I'm single. And no, I'm not seeing anybody. And no, I haven't had sex without a condom since the last time I was in a relationship. Have I ever been in a fight? Matt, are you talking to me or are you talking to Butterface? There are lots of Italian stallions, Rick Timbo, but Mr. No Rubbers Only Raw is a perfect example of the reason why I would never fuck one with a stolen pussy, because I don't want to catch something. Celibate. No, I'm definitely not celibate. I'm a hedonist, actually, and I would be hoping to having an open relationship or a threesome. However, because everyone's dirty and I don't want to catch anything, I'm really, really cautious about who gets to play with me, basically. And again, I haven't had sex without a condom since I was in my last relationship, because that's not how I roll. STDs don't exist in Italy. Yeah, I heard that Asians can't eat any other carbohydrate other than rice or they'll die. Probably a bunch of bullshit though, just like what you just said. Fabricio! Fabricio is the raw fucker. Cool. I'm on Tinder, but I basically said in my Tinder profile that I won't have prenatal sex just because I'm so scared of catching something from some dirty fucking fuckboy. You were asking if I've ever been in a fight? Yeah, maybe. But not since high school. Okay, wait. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Okay, so I was in a fight a couple times with the same girl in Italy here, actually. It's a funny story. Not so funny, but have I ever dated my friends? I'm not friends with any of my exes, so I would say no. And would it be awkward to date a friend of mine? No, I don't think it would be awkward. Unless it would be awkward if I didn't like them, or if we got into like a messy breakup after. But I'm not worried about that. Okay, Matt, back to your question. Yes, I've been in a fight. I was in high school, and I fought the same girl twice. And then I grew up and I became an adult and I was in Italy and I fought the same girl twice. However, I'm going to tell you what happens when I fight. Because you've seen the size of my biceps. I've always been a pretty muscular person and I don't like causing pain, and I also know that I would be capable of doing pretty major damage if the situation arose. So this girl in high school, she's sisters of a friend of mine. She hated my guts. And she used to say like nasty stuff about me. And I really didn't like her, so I wrote in permanent marker on the bathroom wall that she was a slut. Because I'm immature, I guess. It was the only time I ever wrote something nasty about somebody, but she had deserved it. And hockey fights don't count. That's not a real fight. That's like a sports fight. But yeah, I ended up bumping into this chick when I was hanging out with her sister, and me and her sister were hanging out, and I was drunk because I was drinking whiskey, because I was classy like that. And her sister like got really mad. She's going out to the movies with her friends or something. She got really mad and pushed me. And because I was drunk, I completely fell backwards, landed on my ass, and I'm laughing kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And she sits down on top of me. Now keep this in mind. This is a hefty girl wearing a mini skirt. So the view and the smell were two things that I did not want anything to do with. So she sits down on me, grabs my shirt, pulls her arm back, and as hard as she can, puts her fist straight down. Excuse me. It's fucking cold in here. I hope I don't get sick. That you were flexed. Alright, so she punches as hard as she can, and I just moved my head to the side, and she ended up punching full bore the concrete. Because remember, she's sitting on top of me on the ground. She punches the concrete, like full fucking 100% punches the concrete. And I was like, whoa, that was like out of a cartoon. She got mad because I moved out of the way, so she reaches back and tries to do it again and does the same thing. She hit the concrete full bore twice. I just moved my head out of the way. I ended up throwing her off me. I'm laughing my ass off, and she's huffing and puffing and trying to get her clothes all normal because she's going to go to the movies. Now her fist is bleeding because she just hit the concrete twice, like the pavement, the fucking road. And, she's like, oh, you and me, we're going to meet at the library or at the park and whatever day, and she was going to beat me up. So, I totally forgot about it, moved on with my life. You can Snapchat me that later, Matt. I'm like in air cadets at the time, so I'm going flying in gliders and stuff, and it's like a really early morning, long ass day. I'm back home from this really long fucking day where I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and on top of that, I'm getting my period. And remember, I'm like 15 or 16 years old. I'm young, so this is absolutely terrible shit day. I'm exhausted. I'm going through this hormonal puberty thing. And there's a knock on my door, and it's my girlfriend saying, oh, my sister, she's going to fight you, and if you don't go meet her, she's going to come here with her friends. I'm like, what? Okay, that wouldn't be good, because my parents were completely batshit crazy. Okay, I'll check it out. What's your Instagram? Anyway, so yeah, I go to the park to meet this girl. I'm just feeling like shit. But I didn't want to put up with anything, so I decided to bring a knife. I brought a little pocket knife, so I figured I could just, if things got out of hand, I could just pull a knife on her. I don't know what I was thinking. It makes me sound like a gangster, but I'm not like that at all. So I'm like trudging over, like, oh, I don't want to fight anybody. I don't want to do this. Maddie JQ5. Okay, I'm gonna stalk you right now. So I'm going to this park, and she's standing there getting herself all worked up, and her friends are like egging her on, and they're all cheering and screaming and grunting and whatever. No, I said I brought a knife just in case I needed to. Sounds terrible. I didn't stab her. No, I would never do that. I know it sounds really bad, but I'm actually not like that. So anyways, I go show up there, and she's there, and all of her friends are a big circle, and they're waiting for me to come and fight her. So I stand there, I'm like, look, I don't want to do this. Like, can we just call it off, call a truce, whatever? She says to me, I'm a gangster. Okay, it wasn't a gangster. Just wait. Let me tell the story. I'm hurting, I'm tired, and I'm crampy because I'm, like, getting a period. I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Look, can we just call it off? She's like, no! We're gonna fight! You're gonna fight me! You're not leaving until we fight! And we're gonna finish this now. And I was like, oh my god, really? And I'm thinking, okay, well, I know the rules. If you're in a fight, you never throw the first gun. Okay, dude, I'm Canadian. We don't do the thing with guns. Come on now. Gangster from Canada. Yeah. I have a fucking beaver who will attack you. So anyways, I'm standing there, I'm like, okay, if you get in a fight, never throw the first punch, because then it's just self-defense no matter what you do. So I'm standing there, and she's getting mad, and she's like, right in my face, like, do something, do something. So I was like, you're a fat ugly whore, which is actually what I wrote in the bathroom. And so it set her off. She punched me as hard as she could in the face. And I remember falling backwards, like, oh my god, like, total, because I was just standing there, like, and she just hit me, and I wasn't expecting it, I guess, even though I was just standing there, like, open target, like, okay. I was like, ow, that really fucking hurt. Shit. Ugh. And I'm like rubbing my jaw, and she's like trying to attack me. So like I kind of like pushed her back, and then she ended up pushing me and punching me in the head and grabbing my hair and doing the thing that girls do when they fight. And I tried to throw her off me, but I accidentally ripped her shirt off of her. Like, she was wearing a little tank top, and I ripped it off of her body. So she's sitting there in a ripped shirt, like one little strap holding this ripped open shirt, and she's in a little bra. Like, and it's funny, because she was a big, like a chubby-ish girl, and her bra was like young. We were young, so she's wearing like a young girl's bra, and it just looked really stupid. And she was like coughing and puffing, and I'm like, my face hurts. I felt like she could have put my jaw in place, and I'm tired, and I just want to go home and go to sleep. So I look at her, and I'm like, look, you win. Like, let's just fucking stop. And now by this point, she and her friends are like, oh my god, that was a Gap shirt. Ah! I looked at him like, really? Like, if she likes her little fucking Gap shirt, she shouldn't have worn it to a fight. She knew she was going to probably get blood on it. Like, what the hell was she thinking? That's not my fault. So she's huffing and puffing and her half naked, standing there in the park. Like, now she's ready to call a truce. So I'm like, okay, shake. Like, let's shake on it. She's like, shake on it. Truce. Like, you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. And I'm like, that's all I wanted to begin with in the first place. Like, fuck off. So we shake hands, and I'm like, hey, cool. Have a nice life. And then I went to walk home, and her friends and her started throwing rocks at me from behind as I'm walking away. I'm like, what the fuck? This girl just called a truce, and they're throwing rocks at me? Instantly, my hand goes into my pocket where my knife was, and I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking stab the bitch. Fuck this shit. And my friend, she was like 13, and I was like 15. Like, we were really young. My friend like, please don't stab my sister. My mom will kill me, and we won't be able to hang out anymore. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then we just left. But at the time, it seemed like that was just, yeah, it was a really stupid whole ordeal. So that was my big high school fight. And after that, she never bothered me again. I never had to deal with her. She never hooted or hollered. Her friends never jeered at me, whatever. I was left completely alone to my devices. And that was that. I thought I would grow up and move on with life, and I would never have to deal with physical assault again from somebody who was being stupid. I figured that part of my life was over. No, that's how guys do it. That's not how girls do it. I never spoke to her again, and I probably never will. I am still friends with her friend, though, her sister. She's one of my best friends. We write each other letters. So, moving forward in life, now I'm in Italy, and I have a huge crush on this guy. And we hung out for a couple of weeks when I first moved here, and he was single at the time, and I developed this enormous crush on him. And then I guess he had this like history on and off, on again, off again story with this girl who was a complete fucking psychopath. Ran after the fight. No! Oh my god, she weighs like 300 pounds now. There's no fucking way. She became like a pro wrestler and a professional arm wrestler. She moved on from that, and like she would fucking break my neck with one hand, like just by doing this. Like, no, I would never do that. It would be a death wish. Like, I think she breeds great fucking veins for fun. Like, she's not somebody I would fuck with. Anyway, so now, moving forward, I'm in Italy. Crushed on this guy. He's on and off again with this crazy fucking psycho Italian chick. So, a couple of years after we meet, every once in a while we hang out, but I guess he was with his girlfriend after that initial time we met. So I never, tried anything. I left him alone. I mean, I'd flirt a little bit here and there, but I, accepted the fact that he was in a relationship. But his girlfriend was insanely jealous of me for whatever reason. And I was at a bar, and me and him were sitting on a bench. Like, in Italy, all of the bars are kind of, everybody hangs out outside usually. Like, the bar's usually a small building, and then everyone stands around outside because it's nice weather, and it's nicer than Canada for sure. So you'll often see people crowded around a tiny little bar, go in and out to get drinks, and everyone stands out and just smokes and drinks their Prosecco or their beer or whatever. So I'm standing out there, there's like 50 people there, because this is one of the hot spots in that spring. And there's a bench, like a park bench. So I'm sitting on the park bench, talking to my buddy, We're drunk. We're just talking about traveling because he's a travel addict and I'm a travel addict and whatever else. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, poof, I feel this like hit in my face, like something hit me in the face. And I kind of shook a little bit. I looked around, poof, another one. Oh, what the hell? I'm looking like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, out of the crowd, this girl comes up and starts punching me and hitting me and pulling my hair. She pushed me so hard, my shoes actually flew off of my feet. Like, I literally had to find my shoes after. It was fucking crazy. Fucking bitch. She was pummeling me with oranges she picked off a tree and then came at me and was attacking me. She was just pummeling me. Completely pummeling me. And her two friends are kind of there like, fucking yeah, kick her ass, kick her ass. She's like, you fucking slut. You stay away from my boyfriend, fucking blah, blah, blah. I guess what had happened is somebody saw me talking with her boyfriend, called her at home and said, your boyfriend's getting a blowjob in the bar from the Canadian girl or something. And there was like a crazy story that went around. I don't know what the actual truth is, but somebody had called her and said I was doing something to her boyfriend. So she came and attacked me. And I actually went to the hospital the next day to get an assault report or something. Like you get like a medical referral where they write a report of all of the physical damage, and then you go to the cops and you basically file an assault charge or an assault accusation or whatever they call it. And then that person, gets his shit, basically. I was like, I'm not fucking 12. I'm an adult woman being attacked by another adult woman. I'm going to the fucking police and I'm charging her with assault. She beat the shit out of me for no fucking reason. She's a psycho bitch. So I literally went to go file the report and everybody's begging me not to. Dark Arthur, that is not a question you ask a lady. That's rude. Never ask a woman her age. But as far as you're concerned, I'm 547 and I'm a fucking vampire, and we'll just leave it at that. So anyways, I'm getting ready to file this report, and everyone starts begging me, please, Kit, don't do it, don't report it, because if you get big shit, nobody wants to know record in it, it's court, it's messy, and yada yada. So some people are like, don't, because you'll piss off her family, and her family's like, Italy, everyone's related to everyone, so, don't report her because you'll piss off her family, or don't report her because she's my friend, and da-da-da-da, and I'm just like, fuck, and all these people are like, it's better just to leave it alone, don't create a situation, because I don't live here, like, I'm a straniera, like, I'm a stranger or tourist, so, it's like half and half, like, I could give myself problems, and then if I do that, then I'm a rat, and I'm a bad person, and nobody will want to talk to me, and da-da-da, or whatever. And then anyone who's friends with her or related to her will treat me very badly, obviously. So I ended up not reporting it. And then she had actually come begging me, saying, like, please, I'm sorry, I acted out of jealousy. I actually ended up having a face-to-face talk with her, saying, like, look, that was fucking crazy. I know she came after your boyfriend. I just am friends with him. Like, you need to get that out of your head. Yeah? Okay, Matt. Go ahead. I'm assuming you found me. So, yeah, then, follow requests. I don't know who any of these people are. I have lots of pictures of my dog. You just have to scroll down enough. Anyway, so me and this girl talk it out, and we're done. We're good. You'll just have to just keep going down until you see some. So we make peace. Everything's fine and dandy. And then I'm visiting again, taking a course, like in Florence. I come back for the weekend. And I see this chick again, except now I'm fucking really drunk. Oh, and by the way, I never hit her. Not once. She attacked me, but I didn't hit her. So I bumped into her again. And she fucking beats the shit out of me again. Goes to town on me. Because she was sitting there, and I thought she had broken up with Buddy. But I guess she had just gone on a trip, and then she came back, and they were back together. Yeah, I should have thrown lemons. I would have won. So she finds me again, beats me up again. Another jealous raid. This time I'm like, fuck it, you know. First time I gave her a chance, I tried to make peace. She went fucking crazy on me, and she also was talking a lot of shit, even though we had supposedly made peace and you know could have been friends, whatever. She retracted her shit and she attacked me again. So I did. Did my medical report. Then I went to the cops station and I asked if I could file a report. And the cops were like, "Are you sure you want to do that? You know, maybe she didn't mean it. You know, have you talked to her boyfriend? Maybe he can maybe talk to her boyfriend and get her to and you can get her to apologize." And I was like, "Oh my god, the cops probably fucking related to her, telling me not to fucking report her for beating the shit out of me a second time." I was like, "Holy shit, okay, obviously this isn't a choice right now." So I gave it up and I said, "Yeah," I said, "You know what? I'll let it slide this time." And I told her boyfriend and I told her and I told everybody, like, this is it. Like, if she touches me again, I'm going to the cops outside of this town to file the report. And she's gonna have to fucking deal with me. Because I'm not, like, dude, I'm an adult. You know, people don't fucking get into fights without consequences. This isn't high school. And actually, it was the wrong season. The lemons weren't in the surplus. It was all oranges available. But yeah, that was pretty funny. Like have to hit in the face by a bunch of oranges because like I tasted and smelled them too. It was like quite pleasant outside of being hit in the face with them. So yeah, there you go, Matt. That is the long answer to your question. If I've ever been in a fight. Very long answer. Reboil my tea, it's cold again. I've had technically only two real fights. Okay, so it was 4 fights, but 2 different women. And they both beat me up twice. See, I told you, I have lots of pictures of my dog. My dog has been to 10 countries. He's my travel buddy. But let's stop talking about violent things. To start talking about nice things, like this lovely tea that I'm drinking that I got in Kenya. You liked a lot of pictures of him. See, I told you just have to go down far enough. I got a lot of fucking pictures on Instagram. Yeah, I'm already following you, I forgot. Ooh, there you are, naked. Interesting. Your friend's hot too, by the way. Oh, not that guy. Oh, look how cute you are playing hockey. Now I'm like scoping your Instagram. Oh, look how cute you are. Oh, look at you. You look like almost like a Calgary Flame. Ha! Don't get mad at me. I mean that in the nicest way because I'm a Flames fan. Aw, you look so cute. Ooh, I'd have an orgy with this group of men. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. So I probably would go to jail. I'm assuming some of you are underage. Who's this guy that you're with? Is it your brother or your buddy? Dude, did you not hear about those teachers that had the threesome? Those 2 teachers had a threesome with one of their students. He was 17. Okay, I'd bone both of you at the same time. Those 2 teachers, they were like 25, 26, something like that. And they had a threesome with their 17-year-old student, and they went to fucking prison. They went to prison for having a threesome with this kid because he was boasting about it. And, oh. Oh, Yeah, I'm serious. They were, like, one of them was his teacher, obviously. The other one was his teacher's friend, but she was also a teacher. And the kid, I guess, was, like, flirting with his teacher, you know, kind of like a teacher-student thing. And they're like, okay, let's do this. So they, like, all hung out, got together, had some wine, and, like, had, like, their little gallivant. And he was boasting about it to his buddies, like, oh, yeah, I hooked up with these two teachers, la, la, la. Word got out, and they got arrested and went to fucking prison. I had a 17-year-old contact me online, and he was like, he wanted to go out with me, but I didn't know he was 17 at the time. So he's talking to me, whatever. Then he's like, oh, by the way, I'm 17. I'm like, whoa, you know that's illegal, right? Anybody over 18 cannot date anybody under 18. Ever. Even if I was 19 and he was 17, or if I was 18 and he was 17. No. Why would he tell everyone? Because he was boasting about it. I was like, dude, he hooked up and had a threesome with two hot teachers. Wouldn't you tell everybody if you were that kind of guy? Like, I think that's just a dude thing. Of course he told everybody. Okay. I need to go back to Africa so I can get more tea. Oh, I hate that we're in a recession right now. I don't have any money. I can't travel like I used to. Oh yeah, I'm sure he feels like the biggest dick in the world. He probably didn't think that would happen. Like, I'm sure that he didn't think they would actually go to prison for that, because it was consensual in his mind. But people don't realize how serious it is. I had a girl messaging me on Instagram, sending me naked pictures of herself, and I was like, Chickie, you cannot do this, because I will go to fucking jail for even having this. This is, because, like, that's technically child porn. Like, I don't care if you're 17 and old enough to do your own stupid shit. Consensual or not, under 18, naked pictures of somebody under 18 is, like, that's kiddie porn. I would end up, like, going to prison. I'd get put on a freaking list. I would have to knock on my neighbor's doors if I moved to a new neighborhood and tell everyone that I was on a freaking pedophile list. Like, can you imagine how much that would suck? Yeah, you can't do that kind of stuff. So yeah, apparently I'm attracted to 17-year-olds. Sadly, though, again, that's not totally not viable for me. I think like 17 and 18, maybe it wouldn't be as big of a deal, but because I'm so not 18. Hey, shithead, are you ready for your bath? You ready for your bath today? Hey? Ready for your bath? Oop. Want to buddy? Ready for your bath? Stinky dog? You need a bath. Oh, he's gonna go to bed. He doesn't want to have a bath. Ready? Look at that face. You smell bad. Come here. You smell like you need a bath. You stink. He smells like a dog. You smell like farts and dog. Stinky dog. You look at him, he's scared. He's like, no, don't. Bath time. Oh, you stink, buddy. Look at his face. He does not want to have a bath. I have to take him outside first. Anyways. So I come outside for a wee and then I'll give him a bath. Ooh. That's what I'll do. I'll fill up the tub in the meantime. I'll fill up my bathtub. My jacuzzi. Have a nice jacuzzi bubble bath. What day is it today? Today is, soccer game day. I'm to live with you. No, you don't get to have my dog. No way, Jose. No, Matt, there's only one way that you get to live with my dog, and that's by living with me. Whether he loves my dog loves everybody. You would never let him go if you No. Only way to get my dog in your life is to be a part of mine. Huh. Oh my god, it's so nice out now. Look. Guys, look. Look. Oh, don't look at my face. I'm gross. Isn't it nice? It is so nice outside right now. Maybe I'll go to the beach today. I guess it's a summer dress day. I should go to the beach. No, it's supposed to be cold, but because of the hurricanes, it's like bringing all the hot currents, the warm currents and the warm air out. But it's a nice day for a girl. At night it gets really cold though. So nice out there right now. Maybe I'll, after I have my bath, I'll go to the beach. Temperature right now, it says 20, but I think the temperature on the weather thing is wrong. Because yesterday, one guy said that his temperature gauge went up to 29, and it was supposed to be 21 yesterday. So, and it's definitely warmer than 20 right now. It's probably going to be between 25. It's going to be 25 or warmer, I'm going to guess. Do you know what, actually? I'm going to fucking just go to the beach. Fuck it. I'm going to put these clothes away, put some sunscreen on my face, and I'm going to go to the beach. Yeah. Aussie chick. You busted me. Okay, so I'm not still doing laundry. This is the last load that I did, and I left it to dry. Where am I from? That's where I'm from. But this hoodie is staying in Italy because I have another one at home. I'm totally gonna go back to the beach. It's so nice out. Yeah, ka. Oh, Aussie chick. She's head case. The girls fart. No, girls don't fart. I've never farted. Actually, oh, want to hear a funny fart story? My best friend, I was there for her very first fart. She never farted her whole life. And then one day, she farted. And it was the funniest fucking thing ever. So, me, her boyfriend were in her bed watching a Netflix movie. And she was laying in the middle. Her boyfriend was on the one side and I was on the other. And she was just laying there like reading a book or something. And we were sort of watching a movie. And she farted. Like farted. And she kind of jumped up and was like, oh my God, what was that? And I just started laughing. Her boyfriend looked over and was like, honey, you just farted. She's like, no, I didn't. It was fucking hilarious. Yeah. And, like, she was genuinely, like, I don't know if you've ever seen a dog scare itself with its own fart. That was literally what happened. Only humans. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Now she farts all the time, but it was, like, seriously, like, I've never witnessed somebody have their first fart before. It was so fucking funny, because she thought we were, like, fucking with her. Like, no, that's what a fart sounds like. That's what a fart is. It's air coming out of your ass. Like, that's what happens. She first thought we were just lying, like, but she scared herself with her own fart. No, she farts all the time. Yeah, now she's like, me and her, we'll just lay around and eat crappy food and just fart. Do I dislike my peach? What does that even mean? You know what? Don't explain it. Just forget it. It's a weird question. Oh, I found my favorite jeans. These don't fit me anymore at all. They fit me last year, but they won't now. I'm like 20 pounds overweight. Peach means bum or backside. Again, a weird question. I'm just going to forget that. I'm going to state this again. If it's not something you would say to your mother or your sister, or if it's something that if you overheard someone say to your mother or sister and it would make you uncomfortable, don't say it to me. Thanks for that. Just dresses. Oh, guys, here's my other Trudeau shirt. I fucking love this shirt. Matt, did you see this shirt? You didn't see me in the laundry, did you? Matt? It's all stitches. Yeah, actually, I was never like that when I was young, but then I remember the last time I was in a relationship, I actually did kind of hold my farts in. I was like, I did for the longest time. I got another Trudeau shirt. Check it out. This is a t-shirt though. My other one's just a regular shirt. Yeah, I think that's, because like, you know, farts and stuff they smell and they're embarrassing and all that jazz. You know, you don't want to admit that you fart. I'm missing a sock. So, okay, it's been decided. I am not going to have a bath and I'm not going to give my dog a bath because I want to go back to the beach because it's fucking gorgeous out. It's like 25 degrees and I want to go to the beach and lay in the sun, tan my white ass, and move you guys like right here so you can't see me put my bottoms on. Or my top for that matter. I'll take you to the beach, Matt, if you would give me about 10 minutes, because I'm not going to fucking do anything. I'm just going to wear a baseball cap or a sun hat or something. I go, oh shit. This is not fitting me very well. Oops. Oh yeah. At least, you know what? Pee in the toilet kind of thing is like, not as uncommon, especially if you're in a place that has a lot of septic tanks. My grandmother never used to flush the toilet. Hold on. Let me just put on this thingy. My grandmother would never let us flush the toilets because she had a septic tank and she like thought that made it last longer. Oh yeah, there you go, Matt. Tell your story. She's a Aussie chick. She's like a head case. Very emotional. It's been 3 days over the foul text message. She hasn't given him a chance to make up for it. Okay, yesterday I was noticing that my nipples were like getting really close to popping out of this top because it's kind of small. Wow, my shoulder muscles are massive. Hey, look at that. Raw. Wonder why. That was from weightlifting this summer. That was stupid. Weightlifting sucks. I did it for like a month, and then I guess I got really massive shoulders. Look at that. Matt, look at my shoulders. Okay. That's better. Look. Massively muscular back. Yeah, totally, hey? Girls are silly. Don't worry about it. Cool, so I'll wear this. Get dirty at the beach. Dodger can get dirty at the beach. Oh yeah, Matt, you never seen my tattoo. Oh, hold on a second. Yeah. Canada, baby. Well, oh shit, Aussie chick. I was talking earlier about these shakes that I drink. I think that the company I work for is now selling in Australia. I could give you a link to my fitness website if you're interested. Oh, look, Aussie chick, there's Aussie Tony. We got 2 Aussies in here. Oh, shut up, Matt. You're not supposed to say that. It hurts my feelings. Your body's way better than mine. Yeah, we all know that. You're also way younger than I am. And male. And you're a sports person. G'day, Aussie. My friend in Sydney calls me Tomo. Some weird nickname he gave me. I thought it meant tomboy, but I guess it's something to do with the Australian manipulation of words. I'm going to the beach. Oh, if the sun stays out. Shit. Hold on. Let me take a look. Oh, yeah. I don't know if my Wi-Fi signal will reach this far, but let's see. That's where the ocean is, by the way. That's where the ocean is. No, you can call me anything you want. You don't have to call me Tomo. That's just what somebody nicknamed me once. I think it's a stupid name. Kitty. Call me Kitty if you want. That's another one that I got. My hair is almost long enough to wear a ponytail. I like Kitty better than Tomo. Tomo sounds like a guy's name, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, now I need sunscreen on the shades. Queensland. Oh, this billionaire I met in Australia was from Queensland. He's building a town there, like on the border of New South Wales and Queensland or something. Oh, I have a question for you guys, Australian people. Have you ever been to Taronga Zoo in Sydney? Or do you know about it? Your husband? The billionaire? He's kind of old for you, don't you think? What? Oh, haha. Well, he was married, and then he was divorced when I met him. He had a couple kids, I think. No, did he have kids or not? Yeah, I think he might have had kids, but I'm not sure. But he was like trying to pick me up, and I just really like. I was sort of saying this yesterday. I can't pretend to like someone, so that's why I can't do the gold digger thing. My boss was like, "Just get knocked up. Just fucking get knocked up. You'll be set for life." I was like, "Come on, buddy." Not my thing. He was a very, very good businessman, but I'm like an upbeat kind of feisty person, and I need to have someone that's on the same level as me. Like curious and excited about things. He was one of those guys that just wasn't excited about anything, and that he was bored by everything except for politics. So, kind of not my thing. Wow, I have so much sunscreen on. He was the first self-made billionaire in Australia, supposedly. Richest guy I ever met. He owns a town or something. But just, again, like I said, I can't pretend to like somebody. And I didn't like him that much. So it wasn't enough that I could have a relationship. Like a gold digger type relationship. Just couldn't do it. I'm sure someone out there will be a very happy gold digger. But just not me. I can't even remember, to be honest with you. He had like a boring name like John or Bill or something. He owned a couple buildings by the Sydney Opera House. And he had a ridiculously large mansion and a helicopter and all that stuff. He took me in a helicopter. But that was a long time ago. That was before the recession. I think Australia hit a little bit of financial trouble during the recession there, so I don't know what happened to him after that. Because I know he had encountered some troubles and he had to sell some of his buildings. Wow, I hate wearing sunscreen, but I hate having sun on my skin. Yeah, shut up, Matt. Stop reminding us that we're all old. Nobody likes to be reminded of their aging. It's a fact of life that we can't prevent. Where is my... Yes, we all get old, including you, Matt. One day you'll be 100 years old or however old, 50 or 40 or something, and you'll just look back and say, oh, I wish I remembered this. I wish I was more grateful when I was a teenager. I don't know, I didn't love being a teenager, but if I could go back, I would. Do it all over again. Try it a different way. I'd love to write myself letters, give myself advice. Like, remind myself that the little things really just don't fucking matter. That all relationships in my life are going to be fleeting and not to hold on to stuff. Not to care what other people think. Just go with my own flow. I cared too much when I was a teenager. Ha! Yeah. There you go, Aussie chick. Bae is just babe with one letter missing. Yeah, I moved out when I was 17. Actually, I've been living on my own since I was 17, which is why I'm very mature, I think. A lot of people say I'm beyond my years. I'll blame that as the reason. God, it's so nice out. That's all right. When I was 19, my first boyfriend had dumped me, and I was living on my own. I had my first own place when I was 19. $100 a week. I used to make $500 a week waitressing, actually. It was really good money. Like, my wage was shit, but my tips were really good. I actually can live without the beach, and I do. I'm from a mountain girl, so. Huh. I don't know where my fucking lip liner is. Oh, busted. Eyeliner. I don't know where my lip liner is. Let's put gloss, I guess. Okay. Oops. Oh, I gotta charge my GoPro thingy. Haha, Aussie chick, you're funny. Alright. Yeah, I have makeup on. I'm a hockey player, my ego will never fail. Oh, Matt, you're not that bad. Hi, Joey Michael Roddy. That's a very specific name. Alright, I'm gonna drink my tea, and we're gonna go to the beach. Southeast Louisiana, North America. Well, I knew Louisiana was in the States. Yeah, Aussie chick, Matt's not that bad. Speaking of which, Matt, I have something that I might bring. I got this awesome thing during Canada 150. Look at it. It's Matt, can you see this? It is like a map of Canada. Oh, Yeezys is a shoe. I thought you were talking in person. Okay, so this map has like interesting names on it. Interesting information, I should say. So BC says take a hike. Alberta says the pump. Saskatchewan has a picture of a tractor. Manitoba's the breadbasket. And you're hitting cottage country, the fruit basket, Chili City. Like, they're all funny names. So yeah, I got this towel from Chapters, which is like Canadian Barnes & Noble. And it's a beach towel, so I think I'm gonna bring this today with my blanket for extra pillow protection. Because I'm leaving tomorrow, so I'm gonna probably wash my towels tonight. And then I have this little airplane blanket that I'll use for a pillow. A little extra protection. So, yeah. Nice, eh? Yeah, I got it for Canada 150 Chapters. You know, Chapters always just like the bookstore Chapters or Indigo or whatever the fuck. Same as Barnes & Noble. They always have really cool gifts. No, I was in LA for Canada Day. Thank you, Joey. From Louisiana. I was in LA for Canada Day, which was actually like I usually don't have that much fun when I'm in Canada for Canada Day. It's more fun when you're outside of Canada because people are more grateful for meeting up with other Canadians. So it's like, yeah. Oh, I went camping for Canada Day a couple of years ago, and me and my best friend, we went camping to this like biker camp where all the bikers went. It was really funny. It was really funny. We got completely wasted, and she ended up punching me in the head or something. She was like, she went kind of crazy because she was really drunk. Sometimes she loses her mind when she's too drunk. And the next day, everyone was like talking about her divorce. Do we have any hobbies or interests? Yeah, my hobbies and interests are traveling, and that's pretty much the majority of it. I do not know burnt timber. What is that? A band? A shoe? A place? A smell?
Maybe I can't be what you want me to be.
I don't know.
Giving you everything I
You ready for your bath time?
see.
Here you go.
Maybe there's fireworks.
I don't know where that is. What province? In Alberta or BC? Art, astronomy, drawing, oceanography, painting, playing the piano, singing, and traveling. Thanks, Joey. Almost sounds like you're telling me about your Match.com dating profile. I've never been camping in Alberta before. Or I have maybe once. You need to brush your teeth. They're stinky. Your breath is terrible. You smell like farts. And you need a bath. Cool. Well, I enjoy the following. Traveling, being on airplanes, being on cruise ships, sleeping in hotels, packing for traveling, looking for plane tickets. I also like trying different kinds of foods, listening to different languages, learning different languages. Aw, Matt. Well, you're young. That'll take a couple of years to get out of your system. Why do I taste perfume? This lipstick, I betcha. Oh, sunscreen. I bet I taste sunscreen. Long walks on the beach? Aw, Aussie chick, that's so sweet. I actually hate walking. I'm really lazy. It is 11:23 a.m. here, and I want to go to the beach, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to stop for coffee along the way, and then I'm going to go to the beach, and I'm going to have... Oh, I should buy some water, too. Yeah, I drank with a fake ID when I was 17, and then when I was 18, I also, because I was in Alberta when I was 17, and I'm very manipulative with my words sometimes. Whenever I went to bars, I would always convince the bouncers that I was 18 by like doing reverse mathematics and counting with my fingers, because I was like a year before my birthday or whatever, but I would count with my fingers up to a certain point and it would confuse the shit out of them, so they'd always let me go. This is my last night at home. I'm going to the soccer game tonight. So I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to hang out. I have to pack my suitcase and get ready. Because tomorrow at 4 p.m. is my train to Milan. And then I'm going to a party tomorrow night. I actually have to buy something for my party, and I don't know where to find it. I don't have time to go today. Matt, I don't know how old you think I look right now, but can you imagine what I looked like when I was 16, 17? They did not. They did not think that I was that old. I always looked young. I've always looked the same. Actually, Matt, if you look on my Instagram and scroll down, you'll see a picture. There's two of me, like two faces, kind of side by side with blue background. Those pictures give you an example of what I look like. Because the one picture on the left is when I was 15, I think. Hold on. Right. Oh my god, I'm so lazy. Oh, hold on a second. Holy shit, I almost burned the house down. Y'all remember that tea that I made earlier? Yeah, I kind of left the burner on. Good thing I smelled that, or I would have burnt the fucking house down. Whew. That scared me. All I have to do is whisper bath, and he like hides. Oh, here we go. Here's a picture of me in high school when I was 17. My grad photos, or I might have been 16 still, because I graduated when I was 17. There's me. My grad photos. What do you think? That's my grad photos when I was like 16, 15 or 16, probably. Obviously, I don't look anything like that now because my hair is different, but and I'm older. Yeah, my hair's like a weird length right now. It's not quite long. I think I might trim it. So I have bangs. I don't know. Matt, did you see that picture? Matt. Well, Aussie chick, you have kids, you said. You got 3 kids. That's kind of like, when you have kids, that becomes your priority. That changes everything. Your kids are your life, right? So, it's different. Where's that fucking picture? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. So imagine me with that face trying to get into a bar. They did not let me in. But here's the thing. Only in the last year, my face has started to look different. I'm starting to think I might actually need Botox or something. But up until like literally a year ago, I didn't have like this shit. I still don't have any wrinkles on my eyes or anything. I still don't have wrinkles, but my forehead's getting a little bit like this part, and then this is the thing that's driving me nuts. But well, I still look young compared to someone who's not young, but I don't look that young. Not anymore. Anyways, Matt, I wanted to show you. Oh, this hair is terrible. This is the picture I was telling you about. So aside from my makeup and my hair being, better, this is me. That's me when I was 15. And then I cut my hair and I bleached it after that. This was a year before my grad, so I was 15. So my grad I was 16, so 17. This picture, this was like a couple of years ago, this was 2 years ago, right before I shaved my head. Aw, thanks, Aussie chick. So I think I look kind of the same. Just, I know how to do my makeup better than I used to. Thanks to YouTube and tutorials now. I know. But that was me when I was 15, and then in grade 11. And then that was me a couple of years ago. So there you go. But I've changed because 1, I cut my hair, and 2, like, I gained a whole bunch of fucking weight. So I'm kind of chubby now. And it changed the way my face looks. Alright. I'm gonna have to go deal with this burning hot here. I can't believe it. I almost burnt the house down. How bad is that? I know what I need to do. I'm going to wear my Italian turkey. Oh, Matt, guys don't finish change, like, you won't fit into your body till you're in your, like, mid-20s. Guys to change. Physically and facially, guys change up until their mid-20s. And then it won't be till you're in your 30s probably because you're athletic until you start getting that belly. That'll be, like, most likely your 30s. Okay, and I'm bringing my journal because I want to write in it today for a change. Bring my extra phone. Someone made me this flower on Saturday. You need to get taller. You're only 6 feet? 6 feet's pretty tall. Okay, guys. I gotta let you go. I'm gonna stop broadcasting because I need to charge my computer up and I need to do stuff. And I'm gonna go to the beach. So I will put a new broadcast at the beach so you guys can see what it looks like. So Matt, if you're not going to sleep, give me 15 minutes and I'm gonna show you my town because, yeah, Matt, you weren't here yesterday when I went to the beach, were you? Aussie chick, do you want to see the beach? Do you want to see the town I live in? Okay, give me 15 minutes and I'll take you. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna turn this broadcast off and then I'll go from my phone. Okay? Okay, bye everybody. I'll see you soon. Ciao. Yes, I'm sure.